what are the best characters for Quickplay? As a Quickplay player almost only, I can, tell you at least what I think as basically a noob and not, a pro player at all. Worst legend in the game. Doomfist. Bro, this guy just flies at you, bro. And I swear, half the time, he just exists, bro. Like, the only time he's kind of scary is if you're gonna get booped. Like, off a map or something weird. Or, like, maybe some very oddly specific matchups. Like, he can do really good at preventing Ryan from doing a lot. But other than that, nah, really. He's kind of just pointless. Pick somebody else. If you want to dive, pick, like, Winston or something. Anna's B tier. Kiriko can anti-nade. So, I mean, yeah. Kiriko's played a lot, so, like, that's half of her utility. Half the people ain't hitting sleep, bro. Like, let's be real here. I run into an Ana, bro, in Quickplay, bro. They ain't hitting that sleep, bro. That's, like, way too hard to hit. Like, you got this whole, like, bruh. Yeah, she can stay at B. Ash is C tier. Yeah, because she just feels like an inferior McCree, an inferior Widow, but Bob is pretty fire, though. I'll admit, Bob is pretty fire. But, like, her Dynamite, yeah, I mean, it's solid, but, like, Bap, I think Bap's S tier. I think he just crushes, like, a lot. First of all, he's got pretty good heals. Just kind of hard to heal, like, really good DPS in the game. Like, Pharah and Mercy. Yeah, Mercy's a DPS. But, the damage from this guy, chef's kiss for real. Bastion's A tier. He's probably lower A tier, though. But, like, think about it. You just look at a tank, you click shoot, boom. Almost every tank is dead. Literally one exception, which is basically Sigma, because you can just go and gobble it all up, right? And let's be real here, your supports ain't as good as they would be if you're like Diamond. Like, your supports can try to heal you, but if they're only healing you, bro, they ain't healing the rest of the team. So therefore, Bastion's doing his job. Literally, you have to go out of your way to counter Bastion. It's that simple. Brig. She's better than Doomfist. Simply because you have another support on the team. McCree's pretty good. McCree's S tier. I don't think he's quite BAP tier, though. I think BAP's better than McCree. McCree just, you pick him. And I feel like his matchups aren't very, bad. Granted, he is a little prone to being dove, but you got nade. So it's like, you can counter Pharahs to a certain extent as long as they're not all the way on the other side of Narnia. Diva's pretty good. She's good at countering a lot of people. Like, you can counter Moira things. You can just eat a whole Bastion's ability. You know what I'm saying? You just eat stuff, and boom, you're being helpful to the team, right? Then we got Echo. Echo's okay. Echo, low B tier. Echo takes too much skill for anybody to play, but she's flying, so she's hard to hit. So the enemy team literally has to pick like a McCree or Cassidy or same character. But yeah, Genji's like not scary. I run into a Genji and the only time they're scary is when they ult. But at the time, they ain't close enough to kill me anyways. If so, just be by a teammate who can boop them away or something, or maybe anti them or something. I don't know. Hanzo. This character likes to randomly headshot me. I would say S tier, but I'll be real with you, I can't play Hanzo, and half my teammates can't play Hanzo. So, yeah. He goes about B tier because you can get that lucky headshot. And that's what you want when you're playing Hanzo. Is you just want that lucky headshot. That one random headshot that makes your whole, last 30 minutes of gameplay worthless. I meant worthwhile. There we go. Junker Queen. So she seems like she needs a little too much pocketing. If she's on well, I actually think she's the best legend on well. But, 400 health. 450, something like that. Bruh, she ain't got enough sustain to be fine with that. She kind of just feels like a second DPS. Even though you can get lifesteal, basically. A little too hard to proc it. Junkrat seems really good. I don't think he's quite S tier, just because he's got some blaring weaknesses, like no anti-air. But, I mean, you just have to click a button and it does the job for you. Click Riptire, you go around the whole map, and boom, you explode, you kill 3 people. Trust me, Daniela knows. Alright, Kiriko. I want to say she's A tier. I think Bap's better than Kiriko. But Suzu's bopper. She's borderline. We'll put her bottom of S, because she also does have crazy good DPS as well with her headshot potential. But let's be real here, none of us are hitting them headshots, bruh. Like, at all. Lucio seems terrible. First of all, nobody on the team knows how to use speed boost properly, unless they're playing with a Reinhardt. But that's also why Lucio's above Brig. But at the same time, you're barely healing the team, unless you go and you up your healing, right? I don't know. But like with a Ryan, he pretty good. With a Mei, he pretty good. Speaking of Mei is awesome. We love Mei. Mei is like one or the other. I'd like to put her here, even though she does get counted by air people and like snipers. She also has the wall, and just walling off the flipping tank, killing a tank, that's worth her whole entire existence until the tank comes back for her to do it again. That's all I gotta say. Mercy. I think Mercy got nerfed a little bit a while ago with the flipping movement, but she's still really good because you can turn people into big damage boost, big behemoths. So she can go here. Oh, and you also have ult, so you become a literal DPS. Moira's pretty good, but she doesn't really have the same utility. But you also have Damage Orb, and nobody knows what to do against Damage Orb. I don't know what to do against Damage Orb. Then you also got your heal thing. She's really good at just doing damage and healing. So, like, there's nothing wrong with her. She's also movable, which, being able to survive is very important as a support. You know what? Yeah, you go up here. You go up here. Okay, let's adjust this a little bit. There we go. Orisa. Nobody knows how to kill Orisa. She's really good. Because, let's be real here, you gotta kill the flippin' supports first. But let's be real here, your DPS probably ain't killing the supports first. So, she lives. Pharah. Pharah is better than her. Because Pharah has, skill. You just shoot, you run into, what's it called? A hit scan. You just go, pew, 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 on the ground instead. Suddenly, bruh. You just take high ground. You play like Junkrat, bro. She's still viable. So she has like less weaknesses than this guy. That's all I gotta say. Pretty fire. And let's say you're not being that useful, but you're forcing the opponent onto hit skins. Specific ones to counter you. So as long as you're doing okay, you're still doing your job because now they can't counterpick the rest of the team. Ramatra's okay. He's got good matchups, he's also got bad matchups, but he's also just cringe when he ults, and it's like, bruh. He's kind of got a similar situation with Orisa, just to a much lesser extent, as he has way less health. Reaper! Reaper's okay. I don't know if they did anything to him, but he feels way less prominent now. But, I don't know, ult's kind of scary, but just eat it with something. I don't know, half the tanks have some way to counter it. But yeah. Reinhardt feels really good, but he loses to anybody with range, high ground maps. So I think here's a pretty good spot, simply because he's so strong at one thing that he kind of forces the opponents to do other things as well, like pull out a Widow, pull out a Pharah. But even then, you can still handle the rest of the team really well, as long as you have a teammate that can handle those people. The problem is having a teammate that handles those people. Hog's pretty good. I know people say he got gutted, but he still has a lot of utility other than just one-shotting people. Like, now he shoot twice as fast, bro. It's pretty good. Has an extra bullet. It's solid. Sigma, I think Sigma's maybe slightly better than Ryan. I think Sigma's S tier. Probably the second best tank. Yeah, better than McCree. Maybe not BAP though. But yeah, there we go. Use so much utility. You got your shield. Put that in front of a Widow. Boom. Suddenly, boom. That's solved. Put it in front of a Pharah. Suddenly the Pharah has to go like way closer so your team can hit her. I don't know. Something. That shield has so much utility. You can eat a Bastion with your little. And then you also have your primary fire, which does bits. Sojourn. Low key. Let's be real here. We're in quick play. Play Soldier if you're trying to win, bro. None of us know how to use Sojourn and only hit headshots. Soldier's just better. Soldier's literally just better. Literally, just a better Sojourn. I mean, yes, a top play maybe Sojourn. But let's be real here. Even if you're flipping plat, you'd probably be better with Soldier anyways. Oh. So, you know I said Doomfist's the worst legend? It might be Sombra. I don't know, at least Sombra's annoying. Doomfist kind of just exists. And you have another DPS on the team, so there's that. You're not wasting your only tank spot. Then we got Symmetra. She's alright. She's like right there. I think she's definitely better than Overwatch 1. But, I don't know, she's just kind of annoying with her turrets. And can, you know, make some matchups harder. Like Ball. Ball gets slowed so fast and it's like, ah! You know? Torbjorn, let's be real here, dude. We're in quick play. None of us know how to play the game, and guess what? This guy plays it for you. You click one button and it puts down a turret, and dude, you could literally just go AFK, bruh. Tracer! Okay, I don't think this character's bad. I just don't think nobody knows how to play her. Like, bruh, first of all, you one-shot to, like, have to cast anyways. You're not dashing effectively, so you're gonna get, like, blah. And then let's say we do hit you, you recall. And suddenly, you in a really bad spot anyways. Widow's pretty good. I'd say Soldier's better. But, let's be real here. You're playing quick play. Nobody's gonna counterpick you. Nobody's gonna counterpick you. So, as long as you can hit them headshots. But the problem is, you're not hitting the headshots. Hence why you're A tier, not up here. Because you would be up here if you could hit your headshots. But we both know you can't. Alright. Winston, I honestly think he's the worst tank. But, I don't know. All these people be saying he's good, but I'd be like, bruh, I ain't seeing it. But my Winston could also just be bad. I don't know. But I also ain't really scared of that many Winstons. I mean, yes, if I'm playing somebody specific, then maybe I'm a little scared. But, like, bruh. Just pick a different tank. Ball's scarier than Winston. Ball feels unkillable right now. But that also feels like all he's doing for the team. He's just not a good tank for 2v2. I mean, one tank for Overwatch 2. He's just so, like, reliant on doing his own thing. But all these other tanks give a lot more to the team than he does. Zarya, I think Zarya's a little worse. But you also have Grab. But also, nobody's pairing your Grab with you, bro. Nobody. So, what are you doing? You're putting a shield on somebody. You're a third support basically at this point. But you're also a DPS. So, Zenyatta's like literally so whack because you have one game where you have a godly Zenyatta and one game you have a bad Zenyatta. But you can put him on a Pharah that your team can't kill, and boom. Suddenly she's way more killable. Put him on that Mercy that's pocketing the Pharah. Boom. Way more killable. So, I think he's like A tier. But he also struggles because your team won't help you live. So, he's also not allowed to be higher. Like, if I had a teammate, like, if I had a Zed on my team and they was pretty good, bruh, like, you just try to protect them a little more, keep them alive, because they ain't got no movement. They got a little kick to boop them away. That's all they got. That's all their self-defense. So, just prevent them from getting dove, and suddenly they're a really good asset to the team. And that is the Overwatch 2 tier list by basically a noob, but not actually completely a noob.